Now, before you start building your websites, it's very important that you know the difference between Flex, Block, and also Grid. Now, at first glance, a lot of these blurb modules, they look the same, right? I mean, it looks pretty much identical from one another. However, things start to really change once you view these on different devices. So for example, if I switch to tablets, you're gonna see that, we have elements, but they don't look the best, right? So for example, these are really scrunched, kind of ugly looking. But then we have grid layout, which is a really nice clean format. And then we have block, which the elements stack neatly on top of each other. If we click on the phone and look at block, it's also fully optimized. So you'll see this looks great. And this section right here, we possibly could make it work, but it doesn't look the best. And then obviously this just looks terrible. So it's really important that you know the difference between each specific section. So let's dive into it. Now for this part of the video, I'll jump to a new canvas. So over here, I'll just click on add new, and this will be practice. I'll click on add canvas, and then let me explain the difference. Now, the first thing I want to do is just select a Flexbox. So here I'll click on the column. And then what I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and put in a few different blurbs. So here we go. And then here's my blurb. Now, what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and duplicate this. So I'll duplicate this and I'll duplicate it one more time. Now, if I go to the content section under elements and click on the row settings and go to the design, then I'll click on layouts, and here I can adjust the actual blurbs. So for example, I'll put this in a directional style like that. And then you see these stacked side by side, which is really clean, right? Now you can also go ahead and center align this, and you can't really see it because these are full width elements, but if you're using smaller elements, it'll go ahead and rearrange the actual position of each specific element. So we have this section, and at first glance, this might look correct, but if I go over here to save, and if I view this on something like a tablet device, you're gonna see that it looks like this. And obviously on mobile, it's gonna look a lot worse. Now, if you're using the Flexbox and you want these to stack neatly next to each other with a very optimized style, you're gonna go over here and adjust the layout wrapping. So here, I'll click on wrap, and now the elements will wrap on top of each other, making them more optimized. So you'll see here that these are optimized, and this looks very clean. This is one way on how to do it. If you wanna use the Flexbox, you must use the wrapping method, because if you don't, you're gonna have this really scrunched, ugly method. If you click on reverse wrapping, this will just reverse the elements. So it's the same results. So this is how you can use the Flexbox the correct way. Next, let me show you the next method. So next, let's talk about grid. So let me walk you through this. So the first thing I can do is I can add in gaps. So for example, 40, you can see that we can actually adjust the gaps between each section. And then obviously we can do the same thing for vertical gap as well. Now here we have column width, and I want to make sure that my column widths are equal. You can actually go ahead and create different column sizes if you want to go that route, and you can adjust different column sizes if you want like a, like a very unique style or something like that. But I'm just going to put equal with columns. The next is the number of columns. Now this is kind of where like the grid shines. So for example, if I just want 2 columns, it's going to take that next module and put it on the next line. And if I duplicate the modules, it's just going to stack them like that. But if I change this to something like 3 columns, it'll then adjust it to 3 columns. Next, let's talk about block. And block is probably one of the more typical standard ways on how to build websites. Now, over here, I'll click on add new row, and I'll select a 3-column row. And what I want to do is I'm going to put an audio module, and then I'm going to design this, and I'm going to add each one inside of each column. Okay, so here are my 3 different audio modules. Now what I want to do is under the section, under row, I'll click on row under edit item. And then for design under layouts, I'll then change this to block. Now here I can actually control these elements inside of each section. So for example, if I want to reduce the gutter width, which is the space between each specific block, I can reduce the space, right? Now, if you want to use the align columns, you just need to make the teal section, which is the row, larger. So over here under sizing, I'm going to change this to something like maybe like 60 VH. And then going back to layouts, all I got to do is now I can align those just like that. So that's how you can utilize the block. You're typically going to use block the majority of the time when you're adding in elements, because you can always have the row control all the elements inside the blocks. And that is pretty much it between each 3 styles of layout.